Who is a prophetic dreamer? A prophetic dreamer is someone that has dreams of a prophetic nature. They have dreams that speak of a future, either a future that carries a blessing or a future that brings forth an attack. So this is an individual that has insight or foresight into a given future. Now, a certain young prophetic dreamer asked me a question about how they had seen a prophetic dream. And when they asked the individual about the dream that they had, it was confirmed that a relative was sick. Now imagine you're a young prophetic dreamer and you're having a dream about your friend and you don't even know that their mother is sick, that their sister is sick, that their brother is sick. But yet in that vision or in that dream, you see that the relative is sick. Now, she responded to the dream in prayer. She prayed for the individual so that whatever was going on in their lives, God would intervene. But when they asked the person told them, surely my mother is not feeling well. Now, as a prophetic dreamer, when you receive confirmation that the dream that you saw is true, that there is surely a relative that is sick, what is your first response? The prophetic dreamer asked me this because later on, the mother of the friend passed on. So she felt guilty as if she did not do enough. Speaking to her, I said that there are times when God shows you things, not because He wants you to change the outcome, but because He wants you to pray for the individuals that will be left after the mother is gone. So the challenge with a lot of prophetic dreamers is they do not know why God is showing them that specific dream or that specific vision. For that young lady, the reason why God was showing her was for her to pray. But this is what many prophetic dreamers do. They pray casual prayers. They just mention the person once in prayer and that's it. But when you are praying for a vision or for a dream, you keep on interceding until you have peace. Abraham interceded for Sodom and Gomorrah, but he gave up and he did not continue asking the Lord. So sometimes many prophetic dreamers, they do not keep on pushing in the place of prayer. Because the more you push in the place of prayer, the more God then opens up and speaks to you about the vision or the dream. The challenge with a lot of people is they quickly give up on prayer because they think that just the confirmation that what you saw is true is enough. No, you have to keep on praying. So that young lady was supposed to keep praying until the Lord spoke. I remember there was a time when God showed me something. And when the Lord showed me that there was death that was coming, I prayed for the individual, but I understood that the person was going to still lose their loved one. Then I asked the Lord, what do you want me to do? The Lord led me to pray for the family because He says that if this person dies prematurely, this family is going to be affected and there's going to be trauma. So pray for them that when the person passes, that there will not be trauma that causes their lives not to move. So the reason why God allowed me to see what was about to happen was not to pray for that person's life to be preserved, but was to pray for the family members. So as a prophetic dreamer, why is God giving you that prophetic dream? Is He giving you because He sees that you have the capacity to pray for a change in the situation, or is giving you because He wants you to pray for the family members? So every time that you have a prophetic dream or a dream of a prophetic nature, take time out or take time in the place of prayer. What are you doing? You are praying, asking God on what to do. Don't pray rebuking the dream. Pray asking God on the strategy on what to do. When you pray asking God, God will then direct you. Son, I want you to pray against the spirit of death. Son, I want you to pray for the spirit of comfort to come into the family. So the key, it is always asking God. The challenge with prophetic dreamers, they just get excited when they see things. But it's not about seeing things, but having access to God's word for that situation. God showed you that situation. God showed you that circumstance because He knew that you had the capacity to pray through and to help the family. There are many of you that are hearing me right now that are prophetic dreamers. You have had dreams that you didn't understand and you did not know what to do. You pray until you have peace. You pray until you have an answer. You pray until the Lord speaks. Do not just say, I had a dream. Pray and ask God. So from today, as a prophetic dreamer, every vision that you have, every dream that you have, take it before the Lord in prayer. Prayer is the key. Because when you do pray, God brings clarity to why He gave you that vision. And when clarity comes, you know what you ought to do. The reason why, for me, when that man later on passed on, I wasn't broken or feeling guilty. It is because I had prayed and the Lord told me, you will not stop the death, but the trauma is the one that you have to stop. What is the reason for that prophetic dream? What is the reason for that vision that you saw? Is it to stop what's about to happen? It is to pray for the loved ones. You need clarity. God bless you.